in the next round of election, because I've been with him for 12 years, and I can tell you I would have brought this hall full of people, but I've been telling them so much grammar for 12 years with nothing to show for it. The best that happened was an introduction to his wife, which didn't yield much, because at the end of the day, she ran away. Now, I want you to assure Akwa Ibomites we return block vote, all our wards, all our wards, and all our polling units, we return block vote with evidence for Atiku Abubakar in the last election.
Thank you.
For us to go forward that way, we need to be remembered. Reconciliation committees only go for those who are contesting. What about those who don't want to contest, but who have spent their life, spent their money, done everything for you?
Thank you.
Can I answer this one first?
Thank you, sir.
Oh, now.
Okay. So we just have 2 left.
Is it just 2 left?
Yes, just 2.
Thank you very much, the organizers. My name is Samuel Duncan, and my question goes to Egbon Shegun Showumi, the best man for the Ogun State job 2023. Sir, please, my question is this. I am sure and convinced Waziri is the next president of Nigeria. And I want to be assured by you, since you are part of that team. Part of the problem of Nigeria is rent seeking. And there is this theory in economics about resource costs. And it appears it's one of the problems we are having in Nigeria. A situation whereby the large arable lands in Nigeria are left unattended. And we have so much fish in our waters. And nobody seems to be thinking about things like that to generate revenue and create employment for the teeming youth population. Every end of the month, our governors run to Abuja to get statutory allocation. What is the thing that Atiku Abubakar presidency will do to encourage productivity and stop the indolence of the many states we have had in this country? Thank you very much.
Thank you. The very last question.
Thank you very much. Good evening, fellow Nigerians. My name is Samuel Akbako. I have a question for the politician.
Okay,
Okay, so in this our country, we've heard stories. I mean, I listen to CNN and the news and the media. Everybody seems to know the problem of the country, and like just like we are talking right now. But as a young person learning politics from your experience, I want you to tell us what is the missing link between what they know and the actual implementation. Because talking like this is just like we are making. Yes, what's the missing link? Teach us as young people? Yes.
What young person should learn?
Yes.
We have 3 questions for Mr. Showumi. We have a question for you, and we have a question for you. I think we have a question for you. So, Mr. Showumi, we'll start with you, sir.
I agree completely that, Madam, you are right. A town hall meeting is a civil engagement between the people. It's not a talk shop. And you can notice I try to ingest as much passion into it. The first question has to do with how does the progress of a nation depend on unity? It's only in the use of the word here that the challenge exists. Ordinarily, we should say there is nothing that can be done without unity, because clearly the scripture says, can two achieve a thing if they don't agree? What we are saying is that we can have unity of purpose. We can have unity of the direction we're going. We can have unity in terms of restructuring and the conversation around devolution of power to state. But there is no point in making it seem that we hate ourselves so much and that the only thing we can do to make ourselves not hate ourselves is to convert the presidency of our country into some kind of musical chair. It doesn't matter whether there's nobody from that section that is at least ready or showing interest. So I think that we can do unity, but we'll do a whole lot more if we just understood that the unity we're talking about now cannot be the one that further aids our division around tribes. So that's that on that. On zoning, we'll talk to you about it, but I'll say something because it's important. The whole idea of zoning was to make sure that we make the country accessible to everybody without any glass ceiling. The People's Democratic Party of Nigeria introduced it into the political lexicon, and we have lived by it. The major area of disagreement between us now and probably those who are screaming zoning is this, and I will try and make it easy. We do not have a universal zoning arrangement with all parties in Nigeria. In 1999, PDP went south. Some other parties went elsewhere. In the year 2003, PDP stayed south. Buhari from the north ran under APP or AMPP. He went north. In 2007, PDP went north. They too, they went north because it was convenient. Buhari was a candidate. But Yar'Adua, unfortunately, may so rest in perfect peace, died. In 2011, Jonathan, they felt he had a right of first refusal, so PDP still went south. The APC, CPC, whatever, they changed their name too much. Very unstable character. They still went north. In 2015, PDP tried to stay south. They went north and they won. In 2019, we stayed north for the first north in a long time. They also stayed north. They didn't know they can go south then. Now their party haven't finished their northern term, are trying to force our myopic leaders into thinking that because ABC wants to go and do some agenda that will most likely favor Southwest, notwithstanding that in this democracy, Southwest has taken more advantage than most. 8 years of president, 8 years of vice president, leave that. Almost all the investment in terms of the economy, the port and everything, the stability, the GDP is in Southwest. Now, our brothers now want us to myopically, in a parochial manner, follow them to go to the south. So, you think if they give a Southwestern man president, it's a disadvantage to me? It's not. But I'm telling you, we can't run this country like that. We can look for equity in another way. I have not said everybody should go and queue with Atiku if they don't want to queue with Atiku. I am not marketing Atiku as a northern candidate. I am marketing Atiku as a Nigerian candidate who can get the job done. And I'm adding on top of it that he himself comes from a zone that is also marginalized. They've not produced. And I'm saying that we cannot pretend that there are 3 zones in the south and there's only 1 zone in the north. Where will you throw everybody in the middle belt? Where will you throw Igala? Where will you throw Tiv? Where will you throw everybody if you continue with this kind of thinking? And therefore I'm saying our own position is PDP will take care of its own zoning according to how PDP has been doing its zoning. And wherever PDP goes, people will know that great thoughts have gone into it. Let us not put the cart before the horse. If APC like, they can zone themselves out of relevance. That's their business. Now, what are the plans of Atiku for young people? This one requires me to tell you a small story so you will get the point. I don't pamper His Excellency Atiku Abubakar when I sit with him. In fact, sometimes I used to wonder that, thank God that he has a capacity to handle the questions I ask. You people don't ask him questions. Me, the kind of question, let me tell you one question I asked him. So you will get the idea of why I'm saying stay with him. One day we were sitting on his table, and I said, Your Excellency, said, Shegun, what is it? Well, when I call him that, he knows that question is coming. Okay, Shegun, what is it? I said, I am very concerned that in this country, it's only Aliko Dangote, blah, 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 that have all the money. What about the young ones? What about us? When will we get money too? When will we get this opportunity? You guys made them. You know what he told me? He said, Shegun, that plan to make them what they are today was a deliberate policy. We wanted to make sure that Nigerians too had big financial players that can compete in the world. He said, but the plan was that we will be pulling the numbers from, generational numbers. When we take those boys that are now in their early 60s, The boys that are in their 50s to will raise some in their 40s, in their 30s to their 20s. That will create a lot of enabling environment, create scenarios for them that they too they can be big like this one. He said the problem was that after he left, nobody bothered to continue with the program. He said the other side of it was that the ones they had raised, the Dangotes who are now owning everything in our country, they started to elbow anybody that wanted to compete. He gave me his word, and I am giving you his word. He said, if they allow me become president, I have a deliberate duty to create giants from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, so that Nigerians will always have giants like the Aliko Dangote. That it requires detailed, meticulous planning and policy. So young people, that's what you will get. The other one, madam, what will happen to the food soldier? Where is Abdurrashid? You better come. Abdurrashid, before the campaign starts proper, you will invite madam at our cost to Abuja to come and have a dinner with His Excellency Atiku Abubakar in his house. Gentlemen, I have made this promise before the world because we are live now. Madam, before we commence campaign proper, I am saddled in with it in case I get busy in Ogun State. But I will not even get that busy until I will not do it. Madam, we are going to invite you to Abuja at our own cost, and you will have dinner on the table with Atiku Abubakar in his house. Just to tell you, thank you for the consistency of the years. And I guarantee you, you will be energized to the point that everybody will know loyalty pays. Now, you wanted to know about rent seeking and agriculture. Gentlemen, private sector brings with it one burden. The burden that private sector brings with it is that if you are not making yourself ready to participate, private sector concept cannot dash you this thing in your house. The business of government is to create policies that will be easy for you to. Business of government is to create avenues for you to get credit. Is to attract people that are going to be around him that are not the bunch of stingy and greedy idiots that are there now, that all the budget, they are running it only for themselves. In Atiku's time, it is going to be posterity for all. You know how we are in PDP. Even our people, Akpabio and Co, that we even borrowed them, they have gone to go and teach them stinginess. Is this how Akpabio was before he joined them? They have a spirit of wickedness hovering over them. It's only them, their family, and them. Even their first cousins know they see their money. We are PDP. We don't do our things like that. We believe in the doctrine of live and let's live. Chop, make I chop. Pikin, they grow. Mama said they grow. Rich man, they grow. Poor man, they grow. Not be only for your hand, money good. So in that regard, I want to suggest, let everybody prepare themselves for business. The opportunities will be many. And by the grace of God Almighty, we will take note of those who are standing with us. We have your database already. And you will knock the door and it will be flung open for you by the grace of God.
Mr. Showumi.
The missing link. Now, on the issue of missing, they will give their perspective to this. What's wrong with this man?
Okay.
You think I flew down to come and play? I'm supposed to be doing my campaign in Ogun State. Now, on the missing link for young people in politics, young people that want to be in politics, do you even know how many years I've been in this thing? In 1999, my friend is still alive. Before they put him on national television, when they were going to register APP, PDP, AD, and all that, they offered us a young people's party. Olaweko is now in APC now. He's gone plenty party, but he's in APC. He wants to be president. He's part of us. Me, Ayo Thomas, and a few of us. And they wanted us to have a party just for young people. But I told them at that time, this democracy is too young. Young people have to learn the ropes. If we carry their looter with which we fought for soldiers to go and bring it into democracy, we'll just catapult and destroy everything. Young people, presidency is not the only post in the land. Councillor did there. Local government chairman did there. What chairman did there? Rep did there. House of Assembly did there. Senate did there. You must learn to walk before you fly. Don't go and fly us into flying. I will end with this. Can you imagine for a second if the boys that did the coup in 1966 or thereabouts, if they just did the coup and they were matured about boasting, do you realize that just because they finished killing that man and his wife, they started boasting about it, it became a tribal problem? It's just because they were young and inexperienced. Can you imagine that when they went to Aburi in Ghana to go and try and solve the problem, if they were not young, unnecessarily heady and inexperienced, what stopped them from a simple agreement? At the end of the day, what I'm saying to you is this. Do you know what would have happened in the Buhari with all of his faults? Do you know what Buhari saved us from during NSAS? A young person that is very erratic. The first day young people came onto the street, he would have handled it in a way that by now we would be in war. We will have Arab Spring. It is experience that made him exit us there. Do you know what it took or what it has taken for him to even manage all this secessionist movement? A young person that doesn't know anything, we just say, oh, let him just order the army to go and start killing people, and you will have Libya in your hand. What are we going to do with that? To manage people, a lot of people like us, you need experience. You need some age that will tamper you. You will need to have taken care of certain things, that those things will not be driving you. Don't deceive yourself. You cannot even manage the administration of civil servant before you are saying you are managing country. Do you know what it takes to manage legislator? You will just get yourself bloody impeached within 3 seconds because you don't even know what to do. Therefore, young people, let us learn to crawl before we walk. These people that we are saying we should use now, they are not going to be here forever. Some of them, including Atiku, this is their last chance. It is like a grandfather that is about to go, and then the grandson is calling him, Grandpa, share the thing before you go because I don't trust my dad. That's where we are now. We don't trust those our senior brothers that are saying they want to be president and all that, but we trust our grandparents. Let them give us our own opportunity so that we too were a little bit strong, we're a little bit ready, and we're a little bit able. And that way there'll be posterity enough to go around. These people, their girlfriends too many, they will take all our babes.
Segun Showmi, spokesperson APCO 2019. Thank you so much. Governorship aspirant to Ogun State. Thank you so much. Prince Olatunji Olusoji, do you still want to, he has reacted to the question that was directed at you. Do you still want to give perspective to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you talk about political parties, every political party have their own constitution and way they conduct themselves. You will not, because APC is going this way, compare PDP to go that way.
Okay.
Because every political party is being guided by their constitution. So by what is going on presently, you agree with me that Buhari haven't going to complete his 8-year tenure by 2023. By everything that is right, power is supposed to move to the south. There's no doubt about that. And when you come to PDP, whether you like it or not, it is the bitter truth. The south, the southern part has enjoyed power for 13 and a half years. The north only enjoyed power for 2 years and a half. So by right, if you want to stand by that zoning arrangement, power is supposed to move to the north. But that's not the issue we are saying today.
I like to think the concern of the person that asked that question is, if we're talking unity, do you understand?
That's where I'm driving to.
Okay.
But that is not, the issue of zoning is not what we are talking about today.
Okay.
Like I said, Nigeria is in a state of cancer. Nigeria is suffering for cancer.
Okay.
And if someone who is suffering for cancer, you need an experienced doctor. Not just someone who just graduated from.
We don't want to bother where the person comes from.
We don't want to bother where the person comes from. We look at the qualities. And
Okay.
Atiku Abubakar has these qualities.
All right.
And he is prepared for the job.
All right. Okay, so I'll move. Put your hands together for him, please. Thank you so much. Vicky, was there a question for you? Just put it like Okay, there's a question for Onyekachi. Please give Onyekachi the microphone.
I started politics as a young man. When
You're
I was
still a
in
young man,
Gaza.
Onyekachi.
Yes, I'm 35.
No, I'm just saying. I know you now. Yeah, you're
Yes, I'm 35. Normally, they discourage us into politics by saying it's a dirty game. But to me, I don't see it as a dirty game. I see it as service. If you are courageous enough, you can venture into it. In 2019, I was the candidate of PDP to contest for House of Assembly. And 2020, I'm running again. On Tuesday, I'm picking my form because I feel people need young ideas. People need to know the truth. When you stay behind the power, old people will always find a way to go against the wish of normal people. So I always encourage young people to come into politics. Choose a political party, the ideology that fits you when you study the political parties we have. Then start from the party executives. If you think it's not enough, you can move as a councillor. There's local government chairman there. You can still contest for House of Assembly. Then when you gather the experience, we'll move higher. I believe there's no missing link. It's just that we are discouraged. But if you encourage yourself, there's nothing that will stop you from contesting election. So that's why I encourage young people to.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Segun Showumi, for Prince Olatuni Olusoji, for Vicky Heldan, and of course the Honorable Divine N. Onyekachi. Thank you so much. Gentlemen, we'll just step forward and take a photograph. Let's just step forward and take a picture together. You want to get very close to Mr. Segun Showumi. He might be governor. Okay. Mr. Showumi, I forgot to say something. When they are taking the lady to have dinner in Abuja, some people I want to add to the list. When they're taking the lady to have a dinner with Oga in Abuja, there's some people I would like to add to the list. I'm just saying. I should talk to him. Okay. I have souvenirs. Mr. Rashid, kindly join. Kindly join. Stand close to the person who is going to be governor soon. Yeah, come on. Mr. Rashid, if you're going, we'll take the cap from you. Just saying. Okay. Mr. Show me the way you're talking is entering the picture. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the panelists. Thank you so much. Put your hands together for them. Thank you so much indeed. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we will pause at this point to take remarks by the principal, His Excellency Amalaji Atiku Abubakar. Thereafter, my co-host will make some persons make some remarks. Control, if we're ready. Are we ready with the speech?
I appreciate the privilege of joining you all at the start of this wonderful effort, initiated by our talented, innovative young people. I am aware of the daunting challenges faced by visionaries as they struggle to create a nation out of amalgam of communities, creeds, and experiences. It requires, among so many other things, a resort to a blend of steady and experienced hands with the talents, initiatives, drive, and flexibility of our young, vibrant men and women. The willpower, and empathy, and flexibility of our young, vibrant men and women. The willpower and empathy required to fix Nigeria will need a leader who knows both the historical and contemporary issues of our generations. Nigeria, and indeed Nigerians, will be safe in my hands. To build together we can halt the slide. Atiku Abubakar is always about Nigeria first. Our collective resources. Thank you all very much, and I look forward to reading the community from this town hall meeting and meeting you soon. Thank you all very much, and I look forward to reading the community from this town hall meeting and meeting you soon.
Thank you very much. Please, we are going to do this really quickly because we're supposed to shut down from this all long before now so that the managers can close shop. Please, I'll just invite, before I call on Mr. Dare Akinyi to give us the closing remarks, I'll quickly call these two people who will speak for just 2 minutes. Mr. Idris Ibrahim Kaljo, the PDP governorship aspirant from from Kebbi State for 2023, and Mr. Ayodeji Sunday Idowu, the businessman from Ogun State. Please, just 2 minutes. Can we have them?
Atiku is coming, oh. Atiku is coming, oh.
My name is Idris Ibrahim Kalgo from Kebbi. Let me call myself a true loyalist for Atiku, and also one of the member of the TCOM committee on the last declaration. I really want to thank you all. We really appreciate. A lot have been said actually, and we really appreciate. This is the time for us to unite. It's not about zoning. If we should talk about zoning, we're surely going to lose. The issue now is to get the presidency first, then before we can talk of any zoning. And the best man for the job is Atiku. So thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ido Ayodeji. I'm just here to talk about the simplicity of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in the short.
2 minutes, please. Yeah. 2 minutes.
Okay. I think I met Alhaji Atiku through Honorable Idris Kaligo and my other brother, Honorable Shegun Shomi. I think there's no greatness where there's no simplicity. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is a person that could actually have regular relationship with every Nigerian youth if it covers making an impact in his ambition to become the president of this great nation, Nigeria. I was also surprised a few weeks back I received a call from him, not even having the number on my phone. Like, he just said, Ayo, God bless you. I heard so many things to be doing in your state and so on like that. And I'm not a politician. I'm just a businessman of nobody. I have met so many politicians, big governors, ex-presidents, but the simplicity I see from Alhaji Atiku really amazed me. Like, to encourage other Nigerian youth to do one or two things to support the movement for a greater nation. Thank you.
Please, I'd like
Atiku is coming, oh. Atiku is coming, oh. Atiku is coming, oh. Atiku is coming, oh. Coming to make Nigeria walk again. Atiku is coming, oh. Coming to make Nigeria smile again. Atiku is coming, oh. Atiku for president, oh. Atiku for president, oh.
My name is Angela, and I'm very glad to be here. Very, very glad to be here, and I thank the Atiku Kawai group for organizing this fantastic, free-flowing event. It's remarkable. So I have been a lover of Atiku from childhood because my dad was a member of SDP, and I loved him from the get-go. I just want to give you just one fact. It's an injury time. It's the last time. This is the last opportunity we have as youths to step up, and we have to bridge that gap. The man for the job is Atiku. The man for this time is Atiku if we want to get there, if we don't want to continue the status quo. Because I kid you not, if we fail now, we don't have an opportunity to get to where we're aspiring to. So I just want everybody to fight if we want it, to opt in, because I'm fully articulated and I came from Abuja. I lost my sister 2 weeks ago and I'm here. So this is the deal. I want to you guys to opt into this challenge and take it so that we can see what we want to see and be who we want to be.
My people, don't do yourself. Don't say your voice. Don't wait. What Atiku? Atiku is coming, oh.
Atiku is coming, oh.
Atiku is coming, oh.
Atiku is coming, oh.
Coming to make Nigeria walk again.
Atiku is coming, oh.
Coming to make Nigeria smile again.
Atiku is coming, oh.
Atiku for president, oh.
Atiku for president, oh.
Atiku now the choice of the people.
Atiku for president, oh.
Coming to make Nigeria walk again.
Atiku is coming, oh.
Coming to make Nigeria smile again.
Atiku is coming, oh.
Better life, better job, better security and better living. Rule of law, restructuring, women and youth, empowerment. Atiku is coming, oh.
Atiku is coming, oh.